Hello and welcome back to our channel. I'm Cindy, this is my husband Matt, and we are full-time resellers. So today, when we're recording this, it is Monday morning.
Monday
Morning.
May 2nd.
In the morning. Mondays are my favorite day of the week.
Yeah, I don't know why, but they are.
Because Mondays are when you set your goals for the week. And I love goal setting. True story.
No. Don't I know?
And so today we wanted to talk about goal setting because we have very different attitudes towards goal setting. Very different ideas of how to goal set for your business, for your life, for whatever. So we wanted to talk a little bit about that, share the different ways that we goal set, and kind of then how we come together to create a plan. Because I'll start.
Okay, you go for it.
I will. I am very type A. I'm very driven. I'm very goal oriented. Not that you're not goal oriented also, but I'm very pie in the sky, visionary dreamer of the bunch here. And so for me, I want to look at where I want to be in 5 or 10 years from now. So 5 to 10 years from now, assuming we don't just win the lottery tomorrow and become amazingly wealthy and our whole life changes, assuming I still have to work, what does my perfect day look like? And so I want to look at that and then say, okay, if I want my perfect day in 5 or 10 years to look like this, then what needs to change in order to get there? And then I can start backtracking that. And so then I say, okay, if in 5 years I want to be here, in 4 years I want to be here, 3, 2, 1, and then I can back it all the way down to what I need to do today. So I'm going to reverse engineer how I want to reach my perfect day in 5 to 10 years. And then once I've done that, I go through a list of why do I want that to be my perfect day? What is it about that is going to be my driving force to keep me moving towards that?
Why are you setting the goals?
Yes. Why am I setting those goals? Because just wanting something isn't enough to motivate you. And in owning your own business and being an entrepreneur, being self-employed, I think we have found the biggest crucial portion of that is self-motivation. So you've got to be able to stay motivated. So I go through and I work out, why do I want that? So we were talking this morning about that, and years ago, before you quit your job, you had a very high stress, good paying corporate job that I desperately wanted you to quit.
You did.
I desperately wanted him to quit. He was stressed out all the time. He was commuting. We never saw him. I desperately wanted to quit. I wanted him to quit. And what did you tell me?
I said, if you increase your sales by so much that we can pay our bills, basically.
So you gave me 3 months and basically told me to triple my sales in 3 months and then you'd quit.
I didn't give you 3 months. I said, basically left it open. But I think you gave yourself 3 months.
I was like, I want him to quit by this day. So here we are. And I don't think you ever thought that I would do it.
I wasn't that I didn't think you could do it. I didn't think that it was possible.
Yes.
So.
And me, I was like, challenge accepted. Because that was a big enough why. Because for me, getting you to be able to quit, getting rid of that stress in our lives, getting you to be able to be home and be a part of our kids' lives, and that was worth it. That was a big enough why. So I did. I tripled my sales in 3 months. And then I came to you and I said, okay, I did it. You have to quit.
And I said, okay.
Very, very concerned, but he said, okay, and he did. And it's worked out fantastic.
Oh, absolutely.
But it was all about having that why that was big enough. Because if I had just said to myself, I want to triple my sales in 3 months, that wouldn't have been enough motivation.
You didn't have a reason to achieve it.
Exactly.
There's no reward at the end of the goal.
Exactly. And so for me, I have that 5 to 10 year perfect day. And then I look at why I want that. What's going to be the driving force that is going to keep me on the path to reaching that goal? But so for me, big dreams, big goals, I'll figure, even if I don't know necessarily exactly how I'm going to do it, I set big dreams, big goals.
Mm-hmm.
I call them stretch goals. They're a stretch. It's okay. You, on the other hand, are very different.
I'm very different. I'm a very much live for today. Don't have to worry about tomorrow, today. Just live.
Work for today.
Work for today. Yeah. Worry about tomorrow.
Yes. And so you are much more, let's set small, attainable goals.
Mm-hmm.
Because for you, if I just told you we're going to do this massive, wonderful thing in 5 years.
Yeah. 5 years, 10 years, 1 year.
Yeah. It doesn't work for you.
No, it doesn't work for me.
It becomes too big.
It's too much. Yeah. I've always lived my life where I've really never worried about 10 years from now or 5 years from now. I always kind of was like, all right, today, what do we got to do today?
Yes. And you are very goal oriented in small,
Absolutely.
attainable daily goals.
Yeah.
And your why is different, but you still have a why.
Mm-hmm.
In that, you'll say, I have to do these things before I can go do this fun thing.
Play on the computer.
Or watch a soccer game or whatever. And so for you, small attainable goals are how you have to set up your goals. Because if you set stretch goals and you don't meet them.
I feel like it's failure.
Yes.
But the problem is I'm not thinking 5 years down the road. So I'm not even thinking goals for 5 years. I'm thinking of goals for today.
Goals for today. And so setting a stretch goal for you becomes a failure. We're setting a stretch goal for me. It doesn't have that 1 day deadline. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking 5 years from now. So if I didn't hit it today, that's okay because I'm working on a 5-year plan. So it's a difference in the way that we think about things. But knowing that you are not a 5-year, 10-year plan person, and I can't do just the small daily goal.
You get bored.
Because I get bored. And for me then, okay, I do this today, but why? Why am I just going to do this today? Like what's the big finish line? What's the big thing?
What's the grand master plan? That's what you're trying to unlock.
Yes, I need the grand master plan. And neither way is wrong.
No.
And neither way is better than the other. One way doesn't, reach a higher end goal than the other. It's just a difference in the way that we look at things. And I think that it's really important to acknowledge what works for you. And then say, okay, that's good for that person, but that's not what works for me. Mm-hmm. And so when we sit down and we talk about, usually, in December, we sit down and we talk about what we want for the following year. What's working, what isn't, what do we want to do, those kinds of things. We sit down and we talk those things through, but then we work it all the way down to small daily goals. Mm-hmm. Because then you have a small daily goal sheet and you just kind of let the rest just sit over here.
I'm not worried about those. I'm worried about what I got to do today.
Whereas I am always at least a year down the road.
Light years.
Down the road. I've already, do not pass go. Do not slow down. Yeah. But because of that, I am able to create big goals for us that we have attained.
Oh, absolutely.
And we have reached over the years. Mm-hmm. But you are able then to kind of pull me back.
Dial it back a little bit. Let's come back to reality. Let's,
Yes, because I am the type of person that will set those big goals and then I would work myself to death. Mm-hmm. It would literally work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That's just my personality. Mm-hmm. And so then you'll say, no, we've met our goals for today. Let's take some time off. let's enjoy life a little bit.
And to me, I guess that's my why.
Yeah.
Is to enjoy, because
The day.
none of this is worth any of it if you can't take some time or have that reward that you can enjoy.
Yeah.
You know, you're just spinning your wheels to me, so.
Yeah. And so you will then say to me, no, we're going to go on a date. We're going to go spend some time with the kids. We're going to, do this thing, or we're going to take this vacation. We're going to do this or that, because we have those separate sides of the conversation.
The balance.
Yes. To where it is a 5-year plan. And you will say to me, that's great, honey, but we don't have to do it all today.
Nope.
Today, we just needed to do these things.
Right.
And we did these things. So it's okay. Because I think people like me have a hard time slowing down.
Yes.
Have a hard time shutting our brains off. Have a hard time just relaxing.
Yes.
And I think people like you, though, need people like me to pull you forward a little bit.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So if you don't have somebody in your life like that,
for a small fee, I could be that person.
for a small fee, Matt will just tell you it's okay, go take a break.
Just take a break.
Or I will tell you, no, get up, let's go.
Work.
For a small fee. But find those people in your life, whether it's a friend or whatever, that you can share with, that can help balance you. Because I don't think that one way is perfect. And I think that there's a lot of people out there that talk about goal setting and they do this SMART plan or they do this LOCK plan, and you have to do this, and then you have to do this, and then you have to do this. And if that doesn't work for you, it's okay.
Yeah.
Just like it's okay that a 5-year plan doesn't work for you. And it's okay that just daily goals don't work for me. But you got to have a goal. You
definitely have to have a goal. Got to have something that gets you out of bed every morning, motivates you, drives you to work. Because if you're doing this full time, it could be boring, and you've got to be pushed
somehow
every once in a while, or somehow. You got to have something to get you going.
Yeah. So we just wanted to share a little bit of how we set goals and how we plan our life and set goals for our business. And I hope that's helpful. I hope it's helpful to hear that whatever way you do it is good, as long as you're doing it.
Yeah, just as long as it's my way.
As long as it's my way. Bye, guys.